The New Orleans Hornets and the Miami Heat. Hi, I'm Marv Albert, along with the czar, Mike Fratello. Let's hand it over to the PA announcer for the starting lineup.
Starting at center, Brad Miller. Starting at guard, Kenny Anderson. Starting at forward, Derrick Coleman. Starting at the other forward, Jamal Mashburn. Starting at the other guard, Eddie Jones. The coach, Byron Scott.
New Orleans gets the tip as we get this game underway. Arroyo stays on his feet. Mashburn with defenders all over him.
Arroyo was able to contest that shot and force the miss. We're seeing some nice defense from him right now.
We're seeing some nice passing out there. Anderson with a nice find.
What a delivery for the big finish. He's making it easy for his guys with those nice passes.
Oh, the gorgeous move by Butler. It doesn't go. Mashburn tries for the angle. It doesn't drop for him. He got hit on that play, made the adjustment to get it off, and it just did not fall. Mourning elevates and shoots. Miller commits the foul, his first. Mourning able to hit from the line. 2 for 2. Can't hit from downtown.
Arroyo stayed with his man and forced him into a tough three.
It's important not to give up easy looks from outside. The Hornets giving their opposition no room to move. Mourning working on his defender. Jones is not buying. Clock's at 4. 3 on the clock. Oh, what a block. Mashburn with quite a play.
He read his man perfectly, Mark. They have to do a better job of executing their offensive sets.
Great hustle by the defense. Miller launching from downtown. On the mark with the turnaround. Arroyo is in traffic. The close one's no good. Coleman played solid defense down low and forced the opposition into a tough shot. Hits the 3.
They're killing the other team with outside shooting. They're very tough to beat when they hit shots from outside.
The feed by Arroyo. Hits the jumper. Anderson guarded by Wade. Mashburn right at the basket. Team foul number 1 picked up by the Heat. He gets it to fall. He makes them both. Wade with the jumper. The 2's no good. He grabs the rebound. We're seeing some ball movement. A defensive wall put up by Arroyo. Clock's at 3. Miller unguarded off the mark from the baseline. Mourning setting up down low. Mashburn was spared by the officials there. There looked to be a lot of contact on that play.
The shooter did a nice job of faking him into leaving his feet and then leaning into him while he was in the air. More times than not, the refs are going to call the shooting foul. He just got lucky that time.
Anderson with the helper. Lays it home. Could have prevented that basket.
The defense should have rotated to pick up the man with the ball.
The baseline shot is good.
Anderson is showing us a prime example of how to contribute without scoring. He's the playmaker right now, setting his teammates up with some well-placed passes for the assist.
Wade out of the crowd, comes up empty. Some nice hustle by the defender.
He got in the shooter's head that time. Even though he didn't block it, he made sure the shooter knew he was coming for it, and that may have been enough to make him rush his shot.
He can't hit the finger roll. Rebounded by Bosch. Brings it up court. Wade on the left side. Arroyo with the jump shot, rattles it home. Arroyo with a smothering defense.
That was an exceptional play. The offensive player cut to the hoop and did a nice job of finishing the alley-oop.
Timeout is called by the Heat. Wade surrounded, gets the finger roll. We have a whistle.
New Orleans.
A couple of players coming off the bench for the Hornets.
Jamal and number 54, Rodney.
Rodgers from the perimeter. Anderson with the delivery.
He comes up with another assist. He has really done a nice job of keeping his teammates involved tonight.
Setting it up on the left. Backs him down with the jumper. Good from the post.
Mourning made a nice move to score the bucket. He's dangerous when he gets the ball down low.
The Heat are all over their opponents. 10 on the shot clock. Rodgers at the basket, able to finger roll.
Anderson is really seeing the court well tonight. He's doing a great job of setting up his teammates.
back by Coleman. Rodgers is in a groove, and he's hit 3 in a row.
He looks like he's getting started, Mark. Let's see whether or not they continue to go to him on the offensive end.
The shot erased by Coleman.
He read the other player perfectly and got the rejection.
That was a spectacular defensive play. Shot clock blocks it.
Mourning with a big-time rejection.
He's making a statement defensively, Czar. That was quite a block. Jones with the rejection.
That was an outstanding block, Mark. He definitely has his moments on defense.
Arroyo with the notion to fire. A long two doesn't go. New Orleans is making a nice effort right now to keep the other team off the glass. Rodgers in heavy traffic. Allowing no movement by his man. Mourning is fouled, and it'll be charged to Rodgers. Good on the first. He hits both.
The Hornets have shown some strong perimeter play tonight. They've gotten a good bit of their scoring done from the outside.
Arroyo directing traffic from the left side. A nice steal by Coleman. Fires from the perimeter. Misfires from 3. He gets his hands on the miss. Arroyo with no room to breathe. Off the mark. Jones is looking very sharp defensively.
He didn't allow the offensive player to drive all the way to the basket. The Hornets continue to go to the guy with the hot hand.
Wade bringing it up court. Denied by Coleman.
He stayed with his man and read the play perfectly. Great block.
Mourning from point-blank range gets 2 with the finger roll. Totally shut down by Jones. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Rodgers closely guarded. Finger rolls good. Setting it up on the right. Out of bounds. The officials say it's last touch by the Hornets.
The other team is stepping up the defensive pressure. They need to be careful here.
That was close to being a turnover.
He did a terrific job of going at the ball handler and come up with the steal.
Coleman with a step outside the line. Wade with the shot, counted for 2. He sets up on the left side. Jones, little room to move. The Hornets unable to respond. Advances up court. The loose ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Heat. Dwyane entering the game for the Heat. Just under 40 seconds to go in the quarter. From the perimeter, Anderson bothered by Arroyo. That's the first rebound of the game by Wade. The ball is kept moving by Miami. Four to shoot. Butler had a hurry. Gets two from in close. The shot clock is not a factor now. 10 seconds left in this quarter. 5 left on the clock. Puts it up from the perimeter. The Hornets not able to find an answer at the other end. The first quarter is in the books. The Hornets lead by 13. Coles is met by Wesley. Wade, not a lot of space. Coles with the assist. Setting it up on the left. McGlory goes to the back down. Grant with solid defense. Brown from in close. Finger rolls it for two. Setting it up. Shoots from downtown. Drains the three. Able to avoid the defender on that basket.
When you have guys flying at you trying to block your shot, it's easy to take your eye off the basket and blow the bucket. He kept his eye on the rim, followed through, and made it look easy.
From the paint, yes! 10 seconds to get a shot off. He puts it up.
Wade has found his shot tonight. That's 3 buckets in a row. His team may want to keep feeding him the ball to see if he can extend his streak.
Wesley with it on the right side. Miller working the post.
Miller is shooting 50% from the field.
Powers it through. The Heat are working away at the other team's lead. They've cut the deficit to 8. He changes direction. He tees it up. The two's no good. He bothered the shooter enough to force the miss. We're seeing some nice defense by Wade. Sound defensive effort by Brown. Wade being guarded closely, can't get it to fall. Brown at the rim, hits the finger roll. Sets it up. Coles covered by Wesley. Shot clock's at 5. 3 to shoot. Wade tees it up. Coles with the find.
He's serving it up out there. He anticipated the defense to key in on him and found his teammate for the assist.
Shots no good.
The Heat own the defensive glass right now. I'm impressed by how hard they work to rebound the ball.
Rebounding has been an important factor thus far in this game. Only 5 to get a shot off. Butler with defenders all over him.
Coles showing some nice passing on that play. He gave it to him right where he needed it to score.
Ten to put it up. Clock's at 4. Miller with 4 to shoot. Rims it in. Wesley playing stiff defense. Coles with the setup. He's picked the defense apart with his passing tonight.
Well, Marv, he has that knack for getting the ball to his teammates where they can do something with it. It just seems natural for him, and that's why he's such a great playmaker.
Knocked away by Grant. The setup by West. Throws it down.
This has been a very solid performance here so far.
I agree, Czar. This team is getting the job done with their scoring. With the pull-up,
Wade is shooting over 65% from the floor.
Here's Mashburn.
Jamal Mashburn.
Cole sets it up near the top. Pretty nice job of passing by Miami.
The passer should have done a much better job of delivering the ball. It's tough to complete an alley-oop when the pass is off the mark.
Loose ball, last touch by the Heat. They nearly turned it over. That was not a smart pass.
They need to make sure the intended receiver is clearly open.
Anderson fires. Can't hit for 2. And he comes up with the rebound.
Another defensive rebound for him, Marv. He's putting on a clinic out there.
Covered tight by Jones. The strong finish. Dwyane Wade. Anderson with the ball. Mourning with the block.
Defensive foul to number 44.
That's team foul number 1 on the Heat. It drops.
Mourning with yet another defensive rebound. He has once again come up big this quarter on the glass.
Layup's good. with the shot. Yes! The Hornets come right back at their opponent.
Miami. Miami. Substitutions. Miami. Right here.
Left side.
5 on the shot clock. Wade down to 3.
Wade is shooting over 65% from the field.
Lays it home.
Dwyane Wade.
Mashburn with the facial. Jamal Mashburn. Watched very closely by Anderson. 10 seconds to get a shot off. Arroyo with the helper. Lays it in. Advances up court. The Hornets are letting everyone get a touch. The Hornets go up by 7.
They're getting good looks on offense and scoring the basketball. The other team better be careful here.
Jones comes up with it.
And they run it back up court. A nice defensive stop that time, using his quick hands to get the steal.
Only 5 left on the shot clock. Wade in traffic, comes up empty.
New Orleans played tough D, but they had a letdown at the end.
They did not do a good job of securing that missed shot. Ten on the shot clock. Shot clock showing 4.
Wade saw an opening, cut to the basket, and made a spectacular play to complete the alley-oop.
Coleman low in the post. Butler is whistled for the foul, his second personal. Coleman misses on that one. He gets 1 of 2.
Made a quick move to get open for the alley-oop. Great job by his teammate to hit him with the pass.
Anderson taking a look from the right side.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
He elevates.
Jones is shooting over 60% from the floor.
Brings it up court. Here's Butler. Flushes it down. handling. Backing down. From the post, he drains it. The Heat taking their time, waiting for the open look. Clock's at 4. Mashburn didn't bite on that one. 1. The Heat trail by 4. Advances up court. Anderson from up close. From underneath. Gets 2 with the finger roll. About 45 seconds left in the quarter. Anderson with the pressure. It is not good from the baseline. The struggles on the offensive end continue to hurt his team's chances of closing that lead.
Credit the defense for challenging every shot and making things tough. Nice strip. Gotta watch his quick hands.
About 12 seconds left on the clock. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Tries one from the perimeter. Well, at the half, the Heat trail by 6.
The score is at least respectable now, but they'll need to play outstanding basketball at both ends of the court in the second half.
It will not be easy. The other team is playing exceptionally well. Here are the key players at the half. They move it around the offensive end. Walker with 3 showing. The Heat trail by 4. Mashburn pulls up.
Number 4.
Mashburn was hit on the attempt and is sent to the line. He gets it to fall. Mashburn gets them both. He doesn't bite on the fake. Coleman challenges the shot. The deep 2 is good.
Walker gets the bucket with the defense right in his face. What a shot.
With the jumper, misses the 2. Arroyo working from the middle. Ten seconds to get a shot off. 4 left on the clock. 3 on the clock. Walker from close range. Miller sends him to the line with a smart play.
He made sure the offensive player didn't score.
Walker draws the foul and goes to the line for 2. Rims out. The Heat have turned it around, now down by only a slim margin. How do you explain the comeback?
The other team made a serious error when they started to relax after building the double-digit lead.
Jones out of the crowd, good for 3. Walker, played by Anderson.
He's going to try and use his height against his man. Look for him to work the post game.
Walker puts it up. The two's no good.
Coleman extended himself there to force him into the difficult shot.
Anderson challenged by Arroyo. The Hornets go up by 8. The Heat still have not found a way to slow them down offensively.
Credit the other team for attacking the defense each time down the floor.
Puts it up from downtown. The Heat trail by 5. He was able to hit with a man in his face. A nice shot by Walker. At the basket.
Miami foul to number 8.
Coleman is hit on the shot and will head to the line to shoot 2. Makes the first.
Number 2.
Coleman makes both free throws.
Skip it, skip it. Next one.
Looking for the open man. From downtown, hits it for 3. The Heat have been playing better basketball but need one more offensive run.
Defense will be the key to closing the gap and getting this game close.
Anderson sets it up on the left side. A spectacular dunk. Eddie Jones. Mourning right at the basket. The delivery by Walker. He saw the double coming and got rid of the ball for the nice assist. Anderson setting it up on the left side. Coleman tries the jumper. Hits for 2.
They're doing a great job of finishing on the offensive end.
Right, Czar. The other team needs to find a way to slow them down. Walker with a nice setup.
He made eye contact and just put it up there where he knew his guy could get it.
That's one for the highlight reel. He crosses over. No good from the right of the circle. Mourning getting after the missed shot. Five on the shot clock. Arroyo with the open look. Hits from the perimeter. The Heat have bounced back from the poor play earlier in the game.
They're right back in it and looking to take the lead this time.
From the low block, Miami with the goaltend.
2 points awarded.
Nice ball movement from the Heat. Wade defended by Jones. Some tight defense being played. Pulling up.
Wade is shooting 71% from the field.
The Heat have battled back to make this a close game and look determined to stay in the ball game. Anderson darting long distance. Can't hit from downtown.
That was a tough 3, Marv. The defensive player was right there.
An impressive defensive stop by Arroyo. The score is 75-74.
Come on, guys. Tighten up, tighten up.
He sets up on the left side.
That's a definite mismatch when you compare his
The rejection. The shot.
He did a good job of harassing him into giving up the ball.
Walker surrounded. Finger roll doesn't drop. Anderson with it on the right side. Coleman moving inside, comes up empty. Mourning with the solid defensive effort.
He did a very good job of staying with his man and challenging the shot.
Coleman called for the reach-in. It's his first personal.
Into the game for the Hornets. Number 4, David
Walker did a nice job of drawing that foul. Coleman gives up the basket and the foul.
Well, he bought on the pump fake, and once he was in the air, didn't have much choice but to foul. He just didn't get enough of him to prevent the shot going in.
It's good. Robinson is now checking in for the Hornets.
Eddie Robinson.
Coleman gets it off.
To number 4,
Butler with. Coleman is good on the first. Jones comes in for the first time tonight for the Heat. 2 for 2. West now entering the game for the Hornets.
David West.
Arroyo sets it up near the middle. The dish off by Jones. Brings it up court. Backs him down. West lets it go. He gathers in the miss. Able to finger roll.
David West.
The Heat won it.
Miami. Substitutions. Miami.
From in close. Misses the mark on the hook. He has his second rebound of the game. Arroyo doesn't take the fake. Wesley down to 4. No good. Try to adjust in midair, but just too much contact on the play. A lot of players getting touches on the Heat. Bosch being played by West. This is a matchup that definitely puts the defense at a disadvantage.
He's just too good for that defender.
Jones for the 3. The 3 is the tip. Doesn't fall. Bosch has been very well positioned defensively.
He's disrupting shots and making it difficult for the other team to score.
Here's Leonard. The Heat are ahead by 7. They are starting to catch fire. They may be looking to put this game away.
They look energized right now. The other team has to be concerned.
Batted away by Jones. Nobody able to come up with that loose ball. A spectacular finish. bounds. The loose ball, last touch by the Heat. West hosting up.
Miami continues to do a very good job of crashing the boards at the defensive end.
Bosch on the pull-up, gets it to go from the top of the circle. Can't get it to drop. Jones with his first rebound of the game. The Heat keeping everybody involved. Bosch with the jumper.
Bosch is shooting 50% from the floor.
Setting it up on the left.
Miami foul to number 51.
Wesley is fouled, and he's being sent to the line.
2 minutes.
It drops. New Orleans has started the third quarter up by 6. They've lost the lead and now trail by 5. Advances up court. He shoots.
To number 30.
West commits the foul, his first. Bosch sold the defender on the pump fake and gets himself a trip to the line.
He did a pretty good job of getting the shot up on that foul to make sure the referees called it a shooting foul.
Wesley contested by Arroyo. Off the mark from the top of the circle. Gets the finger roll. Bosch picked up by West. He is defended tightly. Bosch at the basket. Finger rolls good.
Clock management is going to be a factor here. If they hurry, they can still get a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Brings it up court. Ten seconds remaining on the shot clock. That's a mismatch there, Czar.
Marv, the defender, is going to have his hands full trying to stop his man. There's just too many ways he can score.
Brown able to penetrate.
That was an impressive play. The ball handler called for the isolation and beat his defender.
Arroyo pulling up from the perimeter. 3/4 through this game. The Heat lead by 2.
They've played terrific basketball today. They deserve to be in the lead heading into the final quarter.
10 on the shot clock. Mashburn with the jump shot.
James Jones. That's his first personal. Team foul number 1.
Mashburn is fouled on the shot, and he is sent to the line.
Mashburn.
He gets it to fall. Mashburn sinks the boat. Butler coming back in for the Heat. Dwyane Wade powers it through. With the shot, can't get it to fall from the baseline. The Hornets with nice ball distribution. Ten-second showing on the shot clock. Wesley with a pretty play.
They did a tremendous job of converting a difficult play. Great pass and finish on the alley-oop.
Butler rises from the perimeter, misfires from 3. The attempt from downtown missed after the solid defensive play by Jones. Gets 2 with the finger roll. Arroyo working from the right side. He tees it up. The 2's no good. The Heat unable to respond at the other end. Wesley with the ball. Team foul number 2 picked up by the Heat. Coleman enters the game for the first time tonight for the Heat. Three to shoot. A 24-second clock violation by the Hornets.
They really struggled offensively during that possession.
They need to make a better effort to move the ball. Wade from point-blank range. It'll count, and he'll go shoot a foul shot for 1 more.
To the line for 1, Dwyane Wade.
Wade comes away with a 3-point play. Able to hit from downtown.
Mashburn able to avoid the block to drain that shot. What a play.
Wade sets it up near the top. What a move. Butler.
The Hornets failed to communicate and help each other defensively.
The offensive player should not be allowed to penetrate that easily. Wesley directing traffic from the left side. Cole stays on his feet. With the pull-up, hits for 2.
Miami is having a hard time slowing down the other team offensively.
They need to get a defensive stop to avoid getting discouraged. Cole's in heavy traffic, finger rolls it for 2. Mashburn gets him to go, pulling up.
Butler left his feet on the fake and let his man get the basket.
Cole setting it up on the left side. Jones with the nice defensive play.
The quick hands to strip the ball and run it back the other way. Mashburn is lighting it up now. He's made 5 in a row. His team will not want to stop going to him on offense in case he cools down.
Dwyane Wade puts it down with power. Wesley on the left side. Fires from the perimeter. The three doesn't go. He hustles it down. The shot.
To number 6,
Wade is fouled on the shot and heads to the line to shoot two. First shot is good. He hits both. Grant is coming off the bench for the Heat. Advances up court. Mashburn with the facial. Jamal Mashburn. Coles taking a look from the right side.
Defensive foul.
Yes, and he's headed to the line for a three-point play opportunity.
Personal. Team foul, number 3. To the line, shooting one, Bimbo Coles.
Coles able to complete a three-point play. Arroyo returning to play for the Heat. Mashburn from in close.
His hot streak is still intact, and his team is loving it right now.
Setting it up on the right. Butler with no room to breathe. Misses the two. Brings in another rebound. Lays it in.
Alonzo Mourning.
Made a smart defensive play, Mark.
You're right, Czar. Foul was the only way to stop him from scoring. Mashburn able to hit from the line. He makes them both. The three-pointer is good. Mashburn guarded by Arroyo. Fires from downtown. The three is off the mark. Wade working from the middle. Can't get it to go from up top. We have a time
for the Hornets.
Rodgers is checking in off the bench for the Hornets.
Rodney into the game for Miami. Number 1, Chris Bosh.
Here's Rodgers. Gets it to fall from the perimeter. He sets up on the right. Bosh from down low. Jumper doesn't go. Rodgers throws it down. 10 to put it up. Clock's at 4. Couldn't get it to fall. He got hit. Had to change it up, and it just would not go. Rodgers at the rim, able to finger roll.
Rodgers.
Hits the finger roll.
Here's that play one more time.
Puts it up from the perimeter. Hits it for 3.
For 3.
From down low, the two's no good. They come down with it.
The defense is having such a strong presence at their end tonight, Marv. They're getting every missed shot.
Rodney Rodgers flushes it down. Setting it up on the right. Picked off by Wesley.
He's showing us some smart defense. He saw the pass coming and took it away.
Rodney Rodgers puts down the one-hander. Arroyo bringing it up court, setting it up.
Wesley picks his pocket. He picked the right moment to go for the steal.
And his tough defense caused that turnover. Rodgers up with the shot, off the mark from the post.
Butler is not allowing anything easy down low.
He did an outstanding job pressuring the ball. Jones blocks it. Rodgers wide open. Finger rolls good. Butler looking to hit, drills it, and he's fouled.
That's his first personal. Team foul. Number 4. The Hornets are at the limit. To the line for 1. Caron Butler.
Butler hit the foul shot, and it's a 3-point play. The Hornets have a 12-point lead. Blocked by Jones. Counted for 2. The Heat able to answer at the other end.
We're seeing some nice execution out there. Neither team able to stop the other from scoring.
2 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter.
10 seconds to get a shot off. Rodgers with the notion to fire. Down to 5, and it's good. Timeout is called on the floor by Miami. Mourning is met by Rodgers.
A nice steal. Used his quickness to come away with the ball.
Shot's good, and the foul.
He has a chance at a 3-point play here. That was a tough shot he made there with all that contact.
Their coach has done an outstanding job. They're out in front with a secure lead.
Byron Scott knows what it takes to succeed in the NBA, having won 3 NBA titles as a player with the Showtime Lakers of the 80s. It didn't take him long to find success as a coach. He led the New Jersey Nets to the NBA
setting it up on the left. Bosch with the facial.
Chris.
One-hands it.
Jones is doing a nice job of finding the open player for the assist.
For the Heat.
Wade sets it up on the right side. Rodgers with a nice block. His foot was over the line. Rodgers with a nice steal.
His man exposed the ball, trying to set up for the first step, and he stripped him of it with his quick hands.
Lays it home.
Let's get another look at that play.
Arroyo sets it up near the top. Butler with room. The feed by Arroyo. Tomahawks it through. Eddie Jones. Arroyo taking a look from the right side. Bosch with the facial. Chris Bosch. And a timeout.
New Orleans.
The Hornets bringing some fresh legs to keep the momentum going in their favor. Wade is called for reaching in. That's 2 personals on him.
That's his second personal. They are now in the penalty.
Good on the first. Wesley gets them both. Wade covered by Brown.
Good pressure D to force that turnover.
This ball game is over. The Hornets had a spectacular all-around game.
It was a blowout, Marv. They put on a good show on their home court.
Here's tonight's player of the game. Here are the stats for tonight's game.